Hello and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are getting straight to it. We're building a blueprint for your time. This is going to be a clear guide to help you take back control of your day and finally shake that feeling that you're just not getting it all done. So let's dive right in.
You know that feeling, right? The to-do list just keeps growing, your phone is buzzing nonstop, and at the end of the day, you know you've been busy, but have you really been productive? If you've ever just wished for a few extra hours, trust me, you are in very good company.
This feeling, it's become so common that we can really think of it as an epidemic of overwhelm. It's this shared struggle in our super fast-paced world. And the consequences, well, they go way beyond just feeling a little stressed out. Yeah, see, poor time management, it creates this really vicious cycle. It all starts with that increased stress. And then, what happens? That stress just tanks our productivity. It can lead to missed deadlines, which, you guessed it, just adds even more pressure. And the ultimate cost? That precious personal time we need for ourselves, for our friends, for our family, it just vanishes. But you know what? It does not have to be this way. Let's move from the problem right into the solution. This section is all about building your personal blueprint, and it all starts with a really fundamental shift in how you think about time itself. Everything, and I mean everything, starts with how you answer this one simple question. Before any app or any technique is going to help you, you have to truly believe that your time is a finite, valuable resource. It's not just something that passes you by. It's something you actively invest. And when you start seeing it that way, you start making very different choices. Okay. So, we've got the mindset down. Time is precious. But let's be real. When you're looking at a dozen different things all competing for your attention, how in the world do you choose what to tackle first? Well, there's a really effective framework for sorting this all out.
This right here is the Eisenhower matrix, and it is so powerful because it forces us to finally separate what's just urgent from what's truly important. Now that top left box, important and urgent, those are the fires we have to put out immediately, the crises, the hard deadlines. But the real secret to progress, the real game changer, lives in that top right quadrant, important but not urgent. This is where you schedule the things that actually build a better future, like planning, relationship building, and working toward those big goals. And the bottom half, that's all about reclaiming your time by delegating interruptions or just flat out deleting the time wasters.
You know that huge, intimidating project that's been sitting on your list? The one that's a major source of procrastination? The key is to break it down. Instead of a giant task like write a novel, it becomes draft chapter 1 outline, and then write the first 500 words. See? By breaking it into these small, specific, and schedulable tasks, you literally transform a mountain into a series of manageable little steps. All right, so now that we have the mindset and we have that awesome prioritization framework, let's build out our essential toolkit. We're going to add a few really practical techniques you can start using, like today. If you're someone who really struggles with maintaining focus, the Pomodoro technique is for you. Seriously. You just set a timer for 25 minutes and you give one single task your absolute, undivided attention. Then, when the timer rings, you take a short 5-minute break. After you do 4 of these cycles, you take a longer break. It is incredibly effective for preventing that mental burnout and keeping your concentration laser sharp. Let's talk about technology, because it's a true double-edged sword, isn't it? On one hand, it can be our greatest ally. We can use calendars and task apps to keep us organized and on track. But on the other hand, it can be our worst enemy, completely derailing our focus with a constant stream of notifications and that endless, mindless scrolling. The key is to be intentional. You've got to leverage the helpful tech and be absolutely ruthless about eliminating the distractions. So let's look at a few more powerful ways to fight that urge to procrastinate. Time blocking, for example. This one is huge. That's when you schedule focus time directly into your calendar and you treat it like an unbreakable appointment. No interruptions. And when you combine that with setting small, achievable rewards for yourself, you create this powerful, positive loop that keeps you moving forward, instead of getting stuck. You know, being more productive and focused is great. It really is. But it's not just about cramming more work into your day. The real goal here, the true north, is something much, much bigger: achieving balance. And that really is the core question, isn't it? What is all this efficiency for? I mean, it can't just be about checking more boxes off a list. The real point of managing your time well is to build the life you actually want to live.
See, effective time management isn't about letting work expand to fill every single waking moment. No way. It's about being so efficient with your work time that you create protected, dedicated space for everything else that matters. For rest, for hobbies, for social time, for family. It's about building a life that is full, not just busy.
Now, it's really easy to get this backward, but here is the absolute truth. Rest is not a reward for good work, it's a requirement for it. The most productive people on the planet are not machines that never stop. They intentionally, purposefully schedule downtime because they know it is absolutely essential for high performance and for their well-being. And so we end right where we began, with the most important question of all. After seeing how you can prioritize, how you can focus, how you can create real balance, what is your time truly worth to you? How are you going to invest it, starting today? Thank you for joining me on The Explainer.